You can never go to Kamocha to ask for accountability.
And you go to Caribbean.
It's like, there is like a cult. Yeah. You know, you dare ask, you're finished.
Hello, my name is Dr. Morgans, and these are our podcasts that we hold to discuss issues that make importance or to disinfluence certain narratives that are being created by different people, those in authority and Ugandans out there about one, Ugandans seeking change, but also our leaders. It is very important that we come out and put right what is wrong, or to give more information on the disinformation that is going around. Now, in this particular video, I want to respond to Tayebwa, Thomas Tayebwa. He was once an opposition member and later sold over to the regime. Of course, most people in the opposition use the opposition to just increase their price, to increase their price when they cross over to the regime, in a way of getting different offices or getting to different positions. Now, Tayebwa came out some time back and said the NUP is a cult. On that same issue, he came out and said the NUP came out and demanded 10 million from its MPs, the NUP MPs. Here is Tayebwa in his own words. He said,
most of their members were asking, they said, Tayebwa, can you imagine our party? When we got money for cars, each one of you bring 10 million. Every month bring 1 million. You can never go to Kamocha to ask for accountability.
And you go to Caribbean.
It's like, there is like a cult. Yeah. You know, you dare ask, you're finished.
Yes, that was Tayebwa. He was credit to NBS for the video. He was on NBS when he said those words. I want to respond to him. First and foremost, it is not true that the NUP works as a cult. In a cult, you're not allowed to question your leaders. In a cult, you're not allowed to think. In a cult, you're actually not given an opportunity to present your views. Actually, the actual cult is the NRM. 40 years later, they still believe it is only one person that can offer them leadership. 40 years later, Museveni has the last word in the party. 40 years later, you continue to see that the kind of leaders NRM presents for you are leaders that don't reason. Museveni came out some time back while he was in parliament and he said, as long as any kind of person you send to parliament, as long as they can wake up when it is voting time and they say yes, even though you send a jerrycan, if it is in position to come up and say yes when they are voting, he's okay with that. These are cult leaders. They don't want people that reason. So first and foremost, as I've said, NUP is not a cult. In NUP, we question our leaders. In NUP, we criticize or we critique our leaders. We bring over positive criticism. We question our leaders. We ask them the kind of direction they are trying to provide to us as the party but also as a country, which is not in the NRM. They still have a Musevenism system that they work around. They still have an engulfed system built around Museveni and his family. What the Museveni family says, it is the end point to them. They are not allowed to question. Show me one person that has come out to question NRM and is still alive. Look at the likes of Chilumiras that questioned how the regime was using police for illegal things. There is nobody in NRM that is asking logical questions. Nobody in the NRM came out to question the regime as to why it introduced the UPDF amendment bill. Later that will be signed into an act. Nobody. All they do is wake up in the morning, go to parliament, and okay whatever the regime has said, okay whatever Museveni has said. They don't think, they don't reason. To this, you will find most NRM MPs didn't even take a minute to read through the UPDF amendment bill that they passed. Because at the end of the day, they know they are not going to contribute anything. They are not going to ask questions. Bagenda G. Well, Tayebwa comes out and he says, you know what? NUP demanded 10 million from its MPs. I want to put this right. It is not true. However, there are MPs that paid 10 million at the opening or at the beginning of their tenure. This was brought as an idea by a one Honorable Nyoko, Derek. It was a leaders' retreat that was held, I think, in Jinja. Then Derek was like, our party has gone through different problems. It has a lot of issues to handle. Remember, the NUP has families of political prisoners it takes care of. Those children have to go to school, they have to eat. It has families of our comrades that have been murdered by this very regime. But it also has bills to cater for. It has to continue mobilizing. These things take money. And we don't, at that particular time, we had not even started receiving any money that is allocated to us by the Constitution. So it was an act of goodwill. It wasn't forceful that if you have not paid this money, you're no longer a member of the NUP. Trust me, I know MPs that belong to the NUP that didn't pay the 10 million and are still in good relationship or coexistence with the party. Nothing happened to them. So for Tayebwa to sit on national TV and say, MPs are coming to me and are crying, we have MPs that didn't pay this money. What happened to them? Nothing. Secondly, Tayebwa, you say the NUP takes 1 million from every member of parliament that belongs to the National Unity Platform. Of course, yes, it does. But again, it is not mandatory. It is out of goodwill. Like I said, I also know MPs that have never paid this 1 million that they are supposed to pay to give back to the party. You see, all these different parties take or ask for a certain amount from their MPs because they have different activities they need to run. You understand? But it is not mandatory for us as NUP. It is not. It is out of goodwill. Ochikola mutima gwo nogamba, okay, buli mwezi kampeya akakadde kamu kano kagende kalabirira abaana babisibe. Baganda baffe babera mu kooti and they will give them highly priced bails, cash bails of 1M, and there are 5 people. The party needs money to run. It has activities it carries out every now and then. The party is doing mass mobilization on the ground. It needs money. So this is what this money does. So Tayebwa goes ahead and also says the NUP does not account for this money. It's really laughable to be coming from a person of your caliber, but still it is not surprising because you were one of the guys who is so beat up, a Umeme guy that had come to disconnect your power because of not paying for electricity. You have no moral authority. You lack the decorum to even demand for accountability. You are the same people that sit in parliament, allocate yourselves mass sums of money, of taxpayers' money. You and your boss, Anita Among, actually allocated yourself 5 million Ugandan shillings to buy home generators. Batula mu parliament ne mukama we nibegabira 5 million bitani za Uganda. This money could be used to stock medicine in Ugandan hospitals. It could be used to stock medicine in Ugandan hospitals. It could be used to pay some of the KCC workers that are still demanding for over a year and have not been paid. It could be used to increase the salary of doctors, but also not doctors. Talk about the practicing doctors that have not even been allocated a place to go and do their practice, their hospital practice, simply because the government says there is no money, the interns. This is money that is needed to run this. You understand? For them, baze gabira genda gula generators abwe, personal generators ziteka waka 500 million. And you're talking about accountability. But oh yeah, I'll respond to you even on the point of the accountability, Sebu. For us as the NUP, we account to the Electoral Commission. we make returns to the Electoral Commission. In the returns, we indicate the sources of the money and also how this money is being spent. So you must be in the know. Osobola ogenda mu Electoral Commission. We have seen different receipts, eziri fake and eziri original. Nga ziyisibwa ku mutimbagano about NUP accountability. But bino ebintu byonna bibadde tebibeerangawo ku mu position gye tubadde nayo. But you know why it is happening on NUP. I wouldn't say it is a legit opposition, but it is not an opposition orchestrated by them. It is an opposition orchestrated by the people of Uganda. You understand? So, ebintu NUP byekoze mu bbanga lino ettono byo byennyini byeyogerera. NUP has been in existence for only 5 years now. In the 5 years it has been in existence, it has been in position to build a headquarters. NRM has been in power for close now to 40 years. Tebalina na webatuula we bayitawo abo. We don't use taxpayers' money, we use money mobilized within us to do the things. Ettaka ekitebe kyaffe we litudde lyaffe nga NUP. Ekitebe kyaffe nga NUP. NUP runs different NUP offices across the country. NUP runs different projects zetulabako ne zetutalabako. So sente zeeyogerera zo zokka. When you look at the mobilization NUP is doing on ground, it is money being injected there. You don't need even to go to the Electoral Commission to ask them where the money NUP gets is spent. You can even go make a random sample questioning buuza abantu gwolaba sente NUP zeefuna ezikozeemu ki. Oli ajja nakugambira gwe tolaba ekitebe kyabwe. Balabirira abaana b'abasibe babasomesa. Keep yourself in the know. Of course we know amazima oyinza okuboga manyi, but what do you want to do? Oyagala kulaga nga NUP betalina kyekola. But also, now there is one Todwong, Richard Todwong, who happens to be the NRM Secretary General. He was appearing on, I think, Next Radio yesterday. Nagamba that, I think I should put this for you, tukasome babiri. He says the country deserves more than what NUP is presenting. NUP will be arrested and beaten if you don't follow the law. Look, what is NUP offering? NUP is offering a new Uganda. A Uganda that is led by law or by rule of law. A Uganda that respects human rights. A Uganda that provides equal opportunities to every Uganda. A Uganda whereby you don't need to first have a certain kind of nose or have a certain kind of name to have opportunities. NUP is offering a Uganda that has a functioning healthcare system. A Uganda that has a well-stocked healthcare system. NUP is offering a Uganda whereby the least paid security personnel will be paid 1 million Ugandan shillings. NUP is offering a Uganda that provides quality education to all Ugandans. NUP is offering a Uganda that provides a conducive political environment for even those in the opposition. NUP is offering a Uganda whereby people's voices are respected. NUP is offering a Uganda whereby you and me can make a contribution to the growth of our country. We are offering a Uganda that respects each and everybody, regardless of their different walks of life. We want to create a Uganda that provides equal opportunities across the board. When you go to the Uganda Revenue Authority, you see people that look like a national character, not people that look like each other, like it is at hand. And now Todwong is saying Uganda deserves more than what we are offering. Mind you, these people have been in leadership or rulership for the last 40 years. And me and you can really see what kind of country they have provided to us. They have provided to us with a country that provides education that is not related to the contemporary society. They have provided to us with a country that has a high unemployment rate. They have provided us with a country whereby the healthcare system is ailing. They have provided us with a country where we are out competing different countries as one of the corrupt countries. They have offered us with a country whereby being in opposition means you get tortured, you get abducted, you get killed every now and then. They have offered us a country whereby having certain kinds of name, by belonging to a certain tribe, thereby you have no chance to even go into office, public office. This is the kind of country they have offered to us. For the last 40 years, they have offered us an economy that is ailing every now and then, an economy that works against their very people. And he has the audacity to say NUP, that Uganda deserves more than NUP is offering. But I also want to respond to different people. Abagamba anti, of course, when you look at the people that have largely contributed to the dismay of our country, to the breakdown of our country, have not been ghetto people. Of course, most people say we want change, but it shouldn't be Bobi Wine. Looking to the point that maybe he's a musician, they think musicians are not worth it. They see he comes from the ghetto. They think us from the ghetto are not worth it. He's a Muganda. They think the Baganda are not worth it. He didn't go to those good schools. He doesn't speak that good English. That they totally think it shouldn't be Kyagulanyi. It should be someone that has been polished, someone that puts on suits, someone that speaks good English. Look, our country is where it is because of people that you think deserve to lead it. It is where it is not because of the people that come from the ghetto. It is where it is not because of the people who didn't go to good schools. It is where it is not because of the people that don't speak good English. Our country is actually where it is because of the very people you think deserve to lead it. These people that put on suits, these people that speak good English, these people that you think are articulate, they are the same people that have led our country exactly where it is. For us, we are offering Bobi Wine because he has proved not just what he says, but it is what he lives up to. When you look at Bobi Wine's storyline, it gives you hope. Either if Bobi Wine's storyline does not influence you, there are two things. Either oli mulogo, oba oliko ekizibu ku mutwe. Ne bw'oba tomwagala, you must accept his influential. Then from accepting that he's influential, you must accept that this guy has evolved. Several times I listened to some of his first speeches when he had just entered into politics, and then listen to his speeches now, and you're like, nah, this guy has polished himself. He has worked on himself. Some of us are learning on the job. We didn't get the chance to be nurtured into how to fight for a better country. No, we just woke up in the morning and started analyzing things and realized, no, we deserve something better. And that's why you see us push and push. These very same people you think deserve are the same people that are enabling the state. The Kyagulanyis you think don't deserve to lead this country are the very same people that have this country at heart. Are the same people that feel you deserve better. Kyagulanyi had everything. He would enjoy his life. He had the money. He has the money. He didn't come in politics to become rich. What couldn't he get? His children could still go abroad, have better education, because he had the money, he had the fame, he had the popularity. This could offer anything he wanted. He had his businesses, they were running smoothly. He had his beach, he had his career that was at its top. And it was cut short when he decided to go into politics, when he decided to, dream of a better country. So Todwong, you people have no moral authority to even dictate what kind of Uganda we must have, because you have had the opportunity for 40 years to describe, to actually lead us to which direction you think our country should take. And this is where you've led us. You guys have sown hate in our country, tribalism, nepotism, corruption. These are the things that describe your government. These are the things that describe your government. Corruption is the bloodstream that runs the government. Museveni's government. If corruption wakes up in the morning and it is normal, the system is overhauled. Bobi Wine has never been a problem to Uganda. The actual problem are you people. If he is a problem, then he's a problem because he thinks or he believes in a better country. If Bobi Wine is a problem, he's a problem because he has even made Ugandans realize that they deserve better, that they deserve to be part of the decision-making teams. Then I'll agree with you people that he is a problem. But if that's not the cause, then simanche mwagala. Gwe nanga oliyeyo olaba Kyagulanyi tasaana ng'ogamba twetaaga obukulembeze naye si Bobi Wine. Oliko ekizibu. Oliko obuzibu. Bw'obanga tosobola tuula wansi n'oweetegereza bulamu bwa Gaayo ono, engeri gye yagaggawalamu, engeri gye evolvinzeemu, n'engeri gye yatuukamu situla generation yonna. TikTok ezo zaabeeranga app za kunyeenyezaako mabina. But this is now an app you go to and you find people articulating issues. Simply because there is a guy that rose to the occasion and caused the direction in our generation. Todwong, temulina moral authority. What the name could you describe here? Kika ki kya Uganda gye mwagala. Kubanga mubadde n'obuyinza okumala emyaka 4. Kye mubukozesezza is kutupresentingira ggwanga. Givwanga eryo li describingibwa by nepotism, tribalism, corruption, and suppression of the opposition. Your government can be best described as a dictatorial government. So tulina wadde tosaana na kubaako na bw'otunula agamba nti Uganda yeetaaga bukulembeze nga buno. Nkunyonnyodde ebintu ffe nga NUP bye tuli mu kuofaringa ne nkulaga ne bye mutuofaringidde. Mwe mutuofaringidde eggwanga lirimu buli bwanguzi, malwaliro mutali madagala, misolo gye mutasobola kunnyonnyola, human rights violation, the suppression of the opposition. Lyeri eggwanga lye mutuwadde. Eggwanga nga abavubuka tebalina mirimu. Ffe NUP kye tupresentinga. We are presenting a country nga buli Munnayuganda eddoboozi lye liweebwa ekitiibwa. Mu Uganda y'emu ku nsi mw'ogenda nga ekintu ky'oyogera kituufu naye ne kikusibya. Museveni amaze emyaka 40 mu buyinza. Akigwetambula ng'ogamba Museveni amaze emyaka 4 mu buyinza. Toyongerako. Museveni has spent 40 years in power. Museveni has spent 40 years in power. Museveni has spent 40 years in power. Olabye bataakukwata. Nga ky'oyogera kibeera kituufu. Ugandans out there, it is us to overwhelm this system. Museveni has built a Museveni system. Nti mwene wansi ne mukyusa obukulembeze nga tetugyewo kyennyanja we kitandikira kwonooneka, because if the fish is getting bad, it starts with the head. So kati okutereeza system yonna tulina kuggyawo mutwe, tulina kuyimukira wamu. Have to come together as Ugandans and raise to the occasion and break down the Museveni system from him at the top, and we can deliver the Uganda. As we head into the protest vote 2026, I want to call upon every Ugandan, wherever you are, Rise to the occasion and believe in a Uganda that works for you. Gorota Uganda, which kind of Uganda do you want to live in? It should be the motivation of you raising to go and cast your vote. But not just casting your vote, demanding for your vote. Because you do deserve this vote. I want to implore you. This is a clarion call to all of us out there. That you should be mindful of the kind of politics we are living in. Because the politics decides the policies that the country is run on, but also the policies decide the prices of the different things you have. They decide the kind of roads you move in. They decide the kind of hospitals that you go to. My name is Dr. Morgans. I'll ask you to subscribe and share this video to 1 or 2 people. Protest vote 2026.